How's it going, Keith? We're going to... Oops, lights are off. Aha. How's it going, Keith? We're going around the block for a little bit. And today I really don't have much to say. It's a very beautiful night and I'm very tempted to go out sky gazing. It's mostly clear. There's a few little stripes I see. But yeah. 3/4 tank, which I thought I was at full. But I hit. Nope, just a car with little bing bobs. Thought that was a cop for a moment. But yeah. Ooh, it's cold in here. But blah 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 blah. This is what happens when I try recording a video and got nothing prepared. I actually want to tell you about a story from when I was over the road. I don't know if I told you this story or not. If I did, I only told you a little bits and pieces about it. It was with my first trainer. His name is Matt. He was actually really cool. If you guys didn't know, actually you guys don't know, I used to drive for Stevens Transport. I never made it past their training program. And it's an okay company if you're looking to start out in the industry. Any more than that, you really want to go find that little mom and pop company, maybe a little, or maybe just a smart fleet, maybe like Decker or Pride. Not Prime, but Pride. That's where the actual good companies are at. Anything more, you're really looking at training focused companies, or companies more worried about the bottom line over you. They're willing to look over safety features than looking after their companies. But anyways, but the story takes place in Houston, Texas. Just got in there got to Houston after delivering a load from Dallas. If you guys don't know, Stevens is actually based in Dallas, Texas. Let me making a right up here on Cary. So we pull into Dallas, Houston, about actually 4 hours early, which is actually a miracle that how we pulled that off. I think we kind of I forgot exactly what we did, but I made that turn right, an old habit of actually being on the road, and I need that lane. Anyways, it's really cold in here. Oh well, I like the cold. So pulled it 4 hours early. So we took a nap at the drop, and which we were grateful that they let us do. We really, really needed that nap. We only got a couple hours of sleep the night before due to reasons I can't remember. I think the truck stop was just really loud. I remember a car alarm being on in the lot behind us. Bad day, very bad night. Got very, very little sleep. So we took that much needed nap for about 4 hours to knock on the door saying, "We're ready for you." So pull into the dock. They didn't load us within 15 minutes. It was a very small load. It was just a load to get us to Houston. That's all it was. So we pull into a truck stop and sleep for the rest of the 4 hours. We didn't eat to split, I think that's what it was called. And that was about it. So we pull in an hour early to the ice cream place to pick up a load of ice cream. Don't get why the stop sign's way back here, but hey. But you know what? We deal with it, and yeah. So 30 minutes early, we pull in, and they said their load is actually running behind due to some weird issue. I think workers sick. You know, they gave us every excuse on the book. So we sit there, and we sat there for 8 hours, and enough for us to get a full night's sleep. You know, got a lot of sleep that day. I was grateful because I was like tired as all hell. They tell us it's going to be another hour. We sit for another 3 hours doing nothing, wasting money. As you could tell, we were on the fritz. We were calling our company back and forth, asking what's up with this load. It took 16 hours before they finally get to us saying they're ready to load our trailer. So we're back into dock number 3. I remember that dock because that was my first time docking a truck up to a place. I'm very excited about it. I will forever remember dock 3. This place was in construction for a little bit. So I back up. It wasn't flawless. I had my issues, and I worked on them. Next couple times I docked. So, very tight turn. We sat in that dock for another 3 hours before they even started loading us. And when they're loading your trailer, you can tell your truck is bouncing back and forth. Very hard to sleep if you're running low on sleep. Interesting. Never been up here before. Yeah. Oh, okay, I know what this one leads. So I was sitting on my top bunk getting some sleep, you know. In this industry, you sleep whenever you can. And all of a sudden, we get a knock on our door saying, we can't load you right now due to, again, every excuse imaginable. And my trainer says, fuck this, let me talk to your manager. As you can probably manage, very reluctant. Turning around right here. Hello, Shine Frontier Days gate. So I try to talk to the manager, and again, every excuse on the book why they're taking forever loading us. We finally got loaded about, I want to say 2 hours after that talk with the manager, which again took about an hour to get a hold of him. Apparently he was off premises, if I personally had to guess. Or maybe he was just waiting us out to see if we get pissed off even more. Which, newsflash, we were already pissed off beyond belief. And they finally got us loaded about 2 hours later. This put us a full day behind schedule. This load was taking us to Wisconsin. When we finally got to Wisconsin, we were a day and a half late. We had some truck issues that was beyond our control, but god damn it, that made us pissed even more. And that was the worst day I had on the job. After he did eventually quit, not in the most glorious way possible, but he did quit. You do know the story behind that, and maybe I might tell the story a little bit down the road. But if you think about becoming a truck driver, the name of the game is that of the military. Hurry up and wait. There's nothing stopping docks and receivers, senders and receivers to make you wait as long as possible. And that is bullshit, because we work on a tight restrictions. We can't drive more than so many hours a day. We can't drive more than a certain amount of hours in a week before we have to take 2 days off, or a day and a half actually. Usually make it 2 just to be, sensible. But yeah, and I really wish these senders and receivers would actually understand that. While we're waiting with them, we're on the clock, and that is just waiting down our clock, and our clock also dictates how long we can drive that day, because after a certain amount of time, that starts digging into our driving time, and that really pisses drivers off. And my first trainer told me something that I'll never forget. If every single truck driver in the United States decided to stop driving that instant, pull their trucks over, get an Uber, get a cab, find the closest motel, and stop. Let's say it's permanent. Let's just say it's temporary. The United States will fall within 3 days. Day 1, food in stores stop being refilled. Day 3, rationing starts happening. When day 2 rationing starts happening, day 3, Walmart is now closed. And that is the God's honest truth. Drivers are the backbone of every single country in these United States. And people don't realize that. The people who realize it take advantage of it. And Keith, I'll see you in a little bit, since I'm living here there.